All right, Shalom. I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Ruchak Wadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And salutations to all you hopeful elect Akim pushing out this word in truth and in sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. Sincere Shalom to you, Akim and Aqua, for listening and learning as well. This is the brother Dequar from the DC camp. Come back at you with another lesson, another shine report. And I'm going to entitle this one, Stand Stiffly. All right, because this devil, he's pulling out all the stops, you know, and to have you pretty much bow down to his image, man. You know, so us knowing the end game, us knowing what's going on, we ought to stand stiffly. Okay, and you know the Shine Report. I'm just getting you some articles that I've seen throughout the week, you know, in Lord's Will of Scriptures, you know, start to flow. But right here, this is from the independentnews.com. It says Biden says unvaccinated may end up paying the price as all 50 states report decline for the first time. So even though they're reporting the decline, this dude is talking about everybody's gonna pay the price, or the unvaccinated, man. Well, that's a price that we willing to pay, man. You know, because we know not to never trust our damn enemies, man. Now I actually watched. It was a good, in fact, let's see if it's gonna play. You know, and none of this. This is for educational purposes only. All right, we're not making money off of this thing. We just it's for education. That's my disclaimer. Look at that. Doctors reveal how they feel about anti-vaxxers or whatever. All right, let me see.
Vaccination rates may see those rates go up, may see this progress reversed. Ultimately, those who are not vaccinated will end up paying the price. The vaccinated will continue to be protected against severe illnesses, but others may not be if you're not vaccinated. But given that the vaccination is convenient and free, it'll be a tragedy and a needless one to see COVID cases among those who do not get vaccinated go up. We're not.
So now, when he said they ultimately pay price, they're gonna say that he's saying, pretty much that you're gonna get sicker, but you know that there's a deeper meaning behind it. They don't say anything by mistake, you know. And you see that remember, what's that? Psalms 53. His words were smoother than butter at first when they was trying to get Jake to take it. Now they get more showing their horns a little bit. They get more agitated because we're not doing it, man. You know. So at one point the words are smooth. Now it's getting a little bit more harsh. All right, a little bit more draconian. Now, if the unvaccinated, he just said the vaccinated will continue to be protected from severe illnesses. So how could that progress be reversed then? You know? So, like, you shouldn't be an issue or threat to them. You know? Now, there was another article. It says, from stillness in the storm, your brother has sent this one. Half of the CDC, NIH, and FDA employees refused the experimental COVID-19 jabs. Let's look up this word, experimental. Exploratory, innovative, based on untested ideas or techniques and not yet established or finalized, because it's not even approved by their own FDA. It's approved for emergency use, but it's not approved as a vaccine, and this is a new type of vaccine, if you will. You know, the first time that it's been tested on people. All right. It says Senator Richard Burr, Republican of North Carolina, directed questions to Anthony Fauci, Peter Marks, and Rochelle Walensky and asked what percentage of their employees were vaccinated. It turns out that roughly half of our medical overlords, don't even want the experimental jabs themselves, despite being some of the first groups offered the experimental jab. Many in the agency are refusing it. So our medical overlords are allowed to refuse the jab, but regular Americans who don't want it get treated like second class citizens. And that's how ultimately how they're going to treat us, man. A person belonging to a social or political group whose rights and opportunities are inferior to those of the dominant group or in a society. And that's it's social exclusion, man. You know, um, this also raises the question of why they're refusing the experimental jabs. What do these medical overlords know that we don't? Knew about 40 to 50% of CDC, FDA employees are refusing the COVID-19 vaccine, according to Mark Fauci and Mark's. Yo, 50 to 60% of employees are vaccinated, according to Fauci and Mark's, meaning 40 to 50 are refusing it. They can't say this ain't real. Where that shit at?
Dr. Fauci, Dr. Marks, and Dr. Lewinsky, what percentage of the employees in your institute, your center, or your agency of your employees has been vaccinated?
I'm not 100% sure, Senator, but I think it's probably a little bit more than half, probably around 60%.
Dr. Marks?
I can't tell you the exact number, but it's probably in the same range. Some people vaccinated at our facility and others at outside of the facility.
Dr. Lewinsky?
We're encouraging our employees to get vaccinated. We've been doing town halls and education seminars. Our staff have the option to report their vaccination status, but as you understand, the federal government is not requiring it, so we do not know.
So they don't know, but this is straight from the horse's mouth, man. You know, and they had mentioned what's it called? That punk Larry Hogan's. He wants 70%, right? Now check this out. This was in the news. What day? May 20th. So on Thursday. Get your shot for a shot to win. Maryland governor tells residents. Now they over here offering money, man. It's not every day that an American governor appears alongside a man dressed as a lottery ball. But that's exactly what happened on Thursday as Governor Larry Hogan announced that Maryland would partner with the state's lottery to provide $2 million in prize money for residents who get vaccinated. Our mission is to ensure that no arm is left behind. Wow. And we're committed to leaving no stone unturned and using every resource at our disposal to achieve that goal, Mr. Hogan said. Beginning May 25th, the Maryland Lottery will randomly select a award $40,000 to a vaccinated Marylander every day through July 4th, when a final drawing will be held for a grand prize of $400,000. Any Maryland resident who has been vaccinated in the state will be automatically enrolled in the drawing. So, and you had the one Mayor de Blasio eating a goddamn burger. Like, come on, man. Now look at this one.
Just the systemic racism in the medical system. People will point to the Tuskegee experiment. They'll point to, the Henrietta Lacks case. And, for me, I've had people from the Biden administration, I've had people from, Governor Cuomo's team reach out to me and ask me to be on these task force to help lead people to get the vaccine, lead black people to get the vaccine. And I always say, man, I've never seen y'all in a rush to remedy anything else in the black community. When it comes to poverty, when it comes to police brutality, when it comes to all of these things that we know the black community could use in order to thrive, I don't ever see y'all in a rush with anything to remedy those issues. But with this vaccine, it's just like, we got to get it to black people, and we got to get it to black people now. It's just like, nah, we got hundreds and hundreds of years of why we should not trust this government and all of these other things going on with us, and no help is coming. But this, you want us to just take? Nah, it's kind of, eh.
Well, you brought up Tuskegee.
You seen that devil smirk, Now, so they go the full-fledged push to get it, but they ain't never helped in any other case, man. So, I mean, let me get this real quick, man. This is Sirach 12 and verse 10. It says, Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust has not altogether been wiped away. Yeah, meaning that wickedness, his hatred for you. You know, you could be bamboozled if you want to, but his track record shows he's the it says the thief cometh not but to kill, to steal, and to destroy. He's not coming to bring life to help you. And it's been proven. You still got Jakes getting shot, killed. Yeah, the one Jake, they said no cops will be indicted. The cops came after him in like a pickup truck, like a gang, man, or a mob, a lynch mob. All right. You had another Jake get executed for the 10th person in the year. So look, man, and we know what all this is leading to. Let's keep saying it, man. Look at this. This is May 15th. Founder of World Economic Forum calls for global health pass based on implantable microchip. This is from the BL. It says in a 2016 interview that is now gaining national attention. This was 2016. I mean, you people are blind. Here it is. This man has already said he want to get the world population to 500,000 because he is that man that sit on the pretty much the scarlet horse, man. You know, and you want to trust him. It says in 2016 interview that is now gaining attention, World Economic Forum founder Klaus Schwab said that an implantable global health pass microchip will be unveiled within the next 10 years to track and control all of humanity. We are talking about chips that can be implanted. When will that be? The interviewer from the Swiss channel asked. Certainly in the next 10 years. He said certainly, man. This is a Edomite with power. And at first we will implant them in our clothes, and then we could imagine that we will implant them in our brains and in our skin. So this is the devil, man. If you don't want to pay attention, then that's on you. Now look at this. This is May 8th, right? The digital currencies that matter. Get ready for Fed coin and the e-euro. Technological changes upending finance. Bitcoin has gone from being an obsession of anarchists to a $1 trillion asset class that many fund managers insist belongs in a balanced portfolio. Oh man, I can't even read this whole article, man. But whatever. But this is what they're going into, man. You know. And I was talking to this one woman who was skeptical of it. Said she ain't taking it unless, you know, she willing to negotiate if the price is right. Because if Biden eliminates student debt, because that's why they do all this. That's why they got everybody in debt, so that you can give yourselves over to them. Just like what was it? I was just reading the message from my brother. Joseph in Egypt. When the famine hit, that's why you're seeing all these things happen. They sold themselves because they ain't have nothing to have. I mean, they ain't have nothing else. So that's why you got this debt. That's what debt slavery is going to come into play. And they just going to eliminate it with all your problems, man. But you have to stand stiffly, man, because we know what this is. We stand stiffly for it. So they putting the pressure on you, you know, from all angles. You even got my job. They keep asking about it, but you know, I'm not gonna do it. So, hey, with that, you know, that's it. That's what I wanted to do. You know, scriptures, you could post them. You know, but with that, Lord willing, it was edifying. Until the next one, I want to give all praise going on to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Kakadash, and I want to say Shalom.